Good evening. The successful first oil production at the Adong Kecil West AKW field in Marudi through Petroleum Sarawak Berhad, Petros, proves the capability of Sarawakians in leading the state's oil and gas industry. Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari, Tun Dato' Abang Openg, said the achievement is proof that local talent has the ability and expertise to manage this strategic sector. According to him, the establishment of Petros was previously questioned by certain parties who doubted the ability of Sarawakians to lead the oil and gas industry.
Satu ketika waktu saya buka Petros, uang atau mahal Sarawak buka Petros tu. Di mana pakar Petros? Anak Sarawak mungkin tidak dapat memimpinkan industri minyak dan gas. Biarlah Petronas saja. Tapi hari itu kita telah dapat membuktikan anak Sarawak boleh dalam industri minyak dan gas.
He said this when officiating the Baram Regatta 2026 at the Marudi waterfront on Saturday. He said the success achieved today proves that Sarawakians are able to shoulder that responsibility and play an important role in the development of the state's energy industry. Meanwhile, Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari said Sarawak's new approach now places emphasis on the application of science and technology to increase the value-added potential of the state's natural resources. He explained that the methane gas discovered at Adong Kecil is no longer merely exported as a raw material, but can instead be processed into high-value products such as ammonia and methanol. He said the ammonia produced also has potential in downstream industries, including fertilizer production, thereby opening up new economic opportunities based on technology and innovation. On another note, the Sarawak Premier said the 3.8 billion ringgit investment for the Miri Marudi Mulu Long Lama MMMLL road project is expected to be a catalyst for Baram's transformation into a new economic growth area through improved connectivity and infrastructure development. Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari said the construction of the road network will open a new chapter for Baram while creating wider development opportunities for local residents.
Dan jalan ini akan membukakan kawasan ekonomi Baram. Satunya daripada perkhidmatan, iaitu budaya kita, tarikan kita yang unik di kawasan ini. Nombor duanya pertanian moden. Pertanian yang boleh melahirkan komoditi ekspor. Kerana di kawasan Baram, tanahnya adalah tanah bukit. Tanah bukit. Dan sudah tentu pakar-pakar sains boleh menganalisa tanah yang ada di sini dan sama-sama membantu petani kita, masyarakat kita di sini untuk sama-sama mengeluarkan komoditi pertanian yang boleh kita ekspor.
Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari added that the state government's boldness in investing in the project was made based on consideration of the long-term returns for economic development and the well-being of the people. He said knowledge and innovation are key factors in enhancing this economic value in tandem with the development and investment brought by the government. In this regard, he called on Baram's younger generation to seize the opportunity to equip themselves with the latest knowledge and skills so as to be able to benefit from the development currently being actively carried out in the area. He said the economy is now moving in tandem with the rapid growth of knowledge, which continues to advance in line with the current wave of modernization at the global level. At the end of the ceremony, the Sarawak Premier and other guests of honor had the opportunity to watch the open paddleboat race for the Young Ahmad Berhormat Premier of Sarawak Trophy Open Baram Regatta 2026 before presenting prizes to all the winners. First place saw Laking Balaga clinch the top spot, taking home a cash prize of 15,000 ringgit along with a trophy and medals. Meanwhile, second place was won by Singgah Tagal, who took home a cash prize of 8,000 ringgit along with a trophy and medals, followed by third place, which was won by Taming Sari and 76, who took home a cash prize of 6,000 ringgit along with a trophy and medals. Meanwhile, the Sarawak Premier took the opportunity to visit Masjid As-Salam Marudi after officiating the Baram Regatta 2026 launching ceremony on Saturday. The visit was to personally view the completed upgrading project carried out at a cost of 2.48 million ringgit, implemented in 3 phases. During the visit, he was briefed by Majlis Islam Sarawak on the implementation of each phase of the project, involving upgrading works to facilities as well as improvements to the interior and exterior spaces of the mosque. The first phase of the project involved funding of 1.47 million ringgit beginning on 8 March 2021 and completed on 24 August 2023, involving the replacement of the mosque dome with a Nusantara-style roof, construction of a reinforced concrete staircase, interior and exterior painting works, installation of new carpeting in the prayer hall and mihrab, ceiling works, construction of walls, including the parapet wall, and installation of a new fence. For the second phase, the scope of implementation involved an allocation of 495,945 ringgit, covering the construction of new interior walls and related repair works, installation of interior doors, upgrading of toilets, interior renovation and finishing works, air conditioning and piping, and was fully completed on 15 July last. The third phase focused on the installation and commissioning of chandeliers along with related works to enhance the image and facilities of the mosque interior space at a total cost of 197,000 ringgit, beginning on 21st October 2025 and fully completed on 29 June this year. The Sarawak Governor, Tun Pin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, together with his wife, Toh Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah Mohamad Sanusi, took their inaugural flight aboard an AirBorneo aircraft from Kuching to Kuala Lumpur on Saturday. The couple's departure aboard the AirBorneo flight reflects support for the Sarawak-owned airline, which plays a role in strengthening air connectivity and expanding the state's transportation network. Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi and Toh Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah arrived at the VIP terminal of Kuching International Airport, KIA, at 12:15 p.m. and were greeted by the Minister of Works, Datuk Sri Alexander Natalinggi, and the Sarawak Secretary, who is also Chairman of AirBorneo, Datuk Ahmad Muhammad Abu Bakar Mazuki. Also accompanying the flight were Dato' Ahmad Muhammad Abu Bakar and his wife, Datin Ahmad Baduyah Bujang, who boarded flight MY5005. It is understood that Tun Pin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi and Toh Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah departed for Kuala Lumpur to fulfill an official visit schedule. Hospital Umum Sarawak (HUS) needs to be given staffing and workforce resources on par with hospitals of similar capacity in Peninsular Malaysia in order to strengthen the quality of healthcare services, particularly critical care in Sarawak. Sarawak Deputy Premier, who is also Minister of Public Health, Housing and Local Government, Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, said HUS, which currently has about 1,000 beds, is only supported by around 4,500 staff compared to about 5,500 staff for hospitals of similar capacity in Peninsular Malaysia.
whole Sarawak GH is 1,000 beds, as I said. In West Malaysia has 5,500 staff. In Sarawak, only 4,500 staff. Why we have less staff?
He said this when met by the media after attending the Sarawak Critical Care Conference, As-Salam 2026, at Hotel Imperial here on Saturday. According to Dato' Ama Professor Dr. Sim, the workforce shortage does not only involve the intensive care unit (ICU), but is a challenge faced by the hospital as a whole. In this regard, he urged the Ministry of Health Malaysia (MOH) to pay attention to this gap, including creating sufficient positions to meet the actual healthcare service needs in Sarawak. He said the issue of difficulty in securing workforce to serve in Sarawak also needs to be viewed together with the aspect of post availability, as workforce recruitment cannot take place if the relevant positions are not created. Meanwhile, Dato' Sri Ama Professor Dr. Sim is optimistic that intensive care service in Sarawak have the potential to be ranked among the best in the Asia-Pacific region if continued support and appropriate resources are provided. He cited the success of the Sarawak Heart Centre, which has been recognized among the best cardiology institutions in Asia-Pacific, as an example of the state's healthcare institutions' ability to achieve international standards.
The heart center now become 52 top 100 in Asia Pacific, and I hope that one day, with similar spirit, that our ICU, because they work so hard, under resources, under staff, despite all this, also can be ranked as top 100 in Asia Pacific. And for Sarawak, we can do it, because it's the people.
Meanwhile, As-Salam 2026 Program Director Dr. Rachel Chin-Wen said HUS recorded 2,975 patients requiring ventilator support in 2025 compared to nearly 2,300 patients in 2020, reflecting a rising need for critical care services. She said HUS's Medical Critical Care Unit, MCCU, established in 2025, has now developed into a 13-bed critical care unit specifically to manage medical patients in critical condition. The existence of a street named Kuching South in Seoul, South Korea, stands as a proof of the successful friendship-city relationship long nurtured by the Kuching South City Council, MBKS, thereby elevating Kuching's name on the international stage. Sarawak Deputy Premier, Dato' Ama Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, said that this recognition reflects MBK's success in building strategic ties with foreign cities through friendship city programs that yield mutual benefits. According to him, this achievement could not have been realized without MBK's continuous commitment to strengthening bilateral cooperation and promoting Kuching internationally.
So I want to congratulate MBKS for bringing all the friendship cities to here. Otherwise, in Seoul, Korea, is how do you get a name, a street called Kuching South? Why there is not a street called Kuala Lumpur in Seoul? Why there is a street called Kuching South in Seoul, Korea? That is because of the bilateral friendship cities.
He said this when speaking at the opening ceremony of the 40th Kuching Festival here on Friday. Dato' Ama Dr. Sim added that the Kuching Festival is not merely an eagerly anticipated annual event for the community, but also functions as a platform to strengthen city diplomacy by providing opportunities for Kuching and Sarawak to introduce the state's identity and uniqueness to international delegations. He explained that the participation of the delegation from Guro City at this edition of the festival reflects the close relationship that continues to be strengthened, while MBKS also plans to recognize Guro in Kuching as a symbol of the friendship established between the two cities.
And that's why in this year, when the Guru City coming, we want to reciprocate, show the best of our Sarawak hospitality, to recognize them by calling a Guru City in Kuching, in MBKS.
He added that the network of friendship cities developed by MBKS also opens up more opportunities in cultural exchange, tourism, education, and economic cooperation, thereby strengthening Kuching's position as a city that is increasingly recognized internationally. Sarawak civil servants must always be prepared to adapt to the changing landscape of public service in order to remain relevant in meeting the increasingly high expectations of the people and stakeholders over time. Sarawak Secretary Dato' Amam Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki noted that these changes require every civil servant to continuously enhance excellence, efficiency, and effectiveness in service delivery to the public.
Expectation daripada rakyat, expectation daripada stakeholders adalah berbeza. Apa yang diharapkan oleh rakyat tahun lepas, bulan lepas tidak sama dengan apa yang di-expect oleh rakyat esok, lusa dan sebagainya. Cara bekerja pun berubah. Dulu 30 tahun, 20 tahun yang dulu cara bekerja berbeza.
He said this when speaking at the Excellent Service Award APC ceremony for units under the Deputy Sarawak Secretary Administration here on Friday. In line with this, Dato' Amam Muhammad Abu Bakar wanted the younger generation in the public service to ensure that changes in working styles do not sideline the importance of delivering excellent service. He added that generational shifts in the public service also brings different approaches and work cultures, thereby requiring government organizations to always be prepared to adapt. In the meantime, he emphasized that the staff of the Sarawak Premier's Department carry a heavy responsibility as their every action and work output reflects the overall performance of the department. Therefore, he said, the Sarawak Premier's Department must set the best example for other departments and agencies, particularly in aspects of service delivery to the people.
Apa saja tindakan kita, apa saja hasil tugas kita, ia mencerminkan prestasi Jabatan Premier Sarawak. Jadi sebab itulah saya harap kita sebagai warga kerja Jabatan Premier Sarawak dalam menunjukkan contoh yang baik kepada agensi-agensi lain, kepada departmen-departmen lain.
At the ceremony, a total of 152 recipients received the Excellent Service Award for the year 2024 and 2025. He also explained that providing rewards in the form of premium savings certificates instead of cash aims to encourage a culture of saving among civil servants. According to him, this approach not only accords recognition to recipients but also fosters better financial management practices among public service members. And that's the English edition with me, Nicholas Zechariah Boni. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Ending the UKAS Bulletin with a special video showcase of the first place winner for TikTok Challenge 2.0 2026. Hashtag saluran informasi rakyat. Have a good night.
Nama aku ialah Jovina Mujantari. Aku berasal dari Miri, Sarawak. Aku fikir, apa yang menarik sangat tentang tempat yang aku lihat setiap hari. Jadi, aku bersama beberapa orang rakan merancang untuk explore Miri. Bukan ke tempat mewah, bukan juga ke luar negara, hanya menjelajah tempat-tempat di bumi sendiri. Destinasi pertama kami ialah Piasau Nature Reserve. Sebaik sahaja melangkah masuk ke kawasan itu, aku terasa seperti berada di dunia yang berbeza. Udara yang segar, bunyi alam yang menenangkan, pokok-pokok yang tinggi menghijau. Aku kagum melihat keindahan alam semula jadi yang masih terpelihara di tengah bandar. Perjalanan kami diteruskan ke Grand Old Lady, Bukit Kanada. Dari atas bukit itu, aku dapat melihat keseluruhan bandar Miri, laut yang terbentang luas, bangunan-bangunan kecil dari kejauhan. Kemudian kami melawat Museum Petroleum, Di situlah aku mula memahami sejarah bandar ini. Aku sedar bahawa setiap tempat mempunyai kisahnya sendiri dan setiap kisah itulah yang membentuk identiti Sarawak hari ini. Menjelang petang, kami menuju ke luar Esplanade. Angin pantai bertiup lembut. Bunyi ombak memecah pantai terasa menenangkan. Aku melihat matahari perlahan-lahan mula menurun dan dalam diam aku tersenyum. Kadang-kadang, kebahagiaan itu sebenarnya sederhana. Perjalanan kami diteruskan ke bumbung Dewan Bandaraya Miri. Dari atas sana, kami menyaksikan matahari terbenam bersama-sama, langit berwarna jingga keemasan. Bandar Miri mula dipenuhi cahaya malam dan ketika itu, aku sedar sesuatu. Selama ini aku terlalu sibuk melihat keindahan tempat lain sampai lupa menghargai keindahan negeri sendiri. Malam itu kami mengakhiri perjalanan di pasar malam. Suasana yang meriah. Perjalanan kami ini mengajar aku satu perkara. Aku sebenarnya bertuah menjadi anak Sarawak. Negeri ini bukan sekadar tempat tinggal, tetapi tempat yang penuh keajaiban, budaya, alam semula jadi dan cerita yang belum habis diterokai. Dan sejak hari itu, aku berjanji pada diri sendiri untuk terus mengenali bumi sendiri.